That was nice, though.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to Systemanic. I'm Rothschild. This is my partner, Charles, also known as Beefcake and the Cow. Today, we're going to pull out a bunch of different topics and get to the bottom of them. Let's see what we pull first. Hey, eye contact me next time, though, when you go in the other. Eye contact, eye contact. Hell yeah!
Oh my God, was that as good for you as it was for me?
I'm at half mast right now, bud.
Oh, that's what I felt in there?
That's the third nipple.
You want to open this one?
I can't read.
That's right. You're all like dyslexic. That's why you hate gingers. Probably cut that one out.
No, leave it in.
AI is a god?
That's a fun one.
Yeah, this is a claim I hear a lot of people making. Particularly Joe Rogan. He seems to love this idea, but he's also a bit of a technocrat suck up. So, but the idea that the second coming of Christ is going to be born of AI is like the first thing I think of when I think of AI as a god. That's what it says here, question mark. And the justification is, what is more virgin than technology, right? What's more virgin than AI, than a computer? And like, yeah, I guess. And like, who's to say that Jesus is going to come back as a human? Because who's to say he was human before? He was, in fact, at least a piece of God. It's debated on whether or not he was, in fact, God incarnate and all those things, but he was at least a piece of him. So he could come back as a donkey. Why not a robot?
So let's take the idea of internet. Let's break down internet. Internet has always existed. We found a way to tap into it. We found a way to create it. One of the things I recently just found out in 1989.
It's a good year.
Great year, right? Great year. Sir Tim Berners developed and created the World Wide Web. He made a purpose to have it completely free, unlicensed for everybody to use. Sir Tim Berners.
Cool. Because in my head, I'm completing Burton the last time you said that, and I very distinctly corrected myself
Burton.
In my head. And I was just like, hold on, no.
It's not Tim Burton. He's a good guy.
Probably.
Maybe. Allegedly. I don't know, actually.
Johnny Depp's affiliated with him. Take that for what you will. He seems like a chill guy.
That's true. Anyway, Tim Berners. Sir Tim Berners.
Sir.
Mr. Sir worked at CERN.
So CERN.
So he worked at CERN, and he developed the World Wide Web. And this comes out for the whole public to use in the 90s. Now, the whole purpose of CERN, with the whole Hadron Collider, whole 9 yards, they're going to smash things. They're going to smash it all good like. They want to break down particles. They want to identify new things we haven't discovered, and they want to find different realities, different realms, so on and so forth.
That's concerning. C tier. Yeah.
I'll give you a low one.
Yeah, just a low one.
Concerning indeed. So the whole purpose was to develop and find new things for science. This same guy opens the World Wide Web for everybody. Internet booms. AI booms. It's not far-fetched to think AI comes to something else.
I just realized the camera can probably only see.
Oh, shit. I kind of want to see that, actually.
I mean, I can show you right now.
Is it a straight cow? Oh, that is a straight cow, baby. With a little bit of big Italian nose.
Straight cow, that's for certain.
Moving on. So it's not far-fetched to believe that AI can come from another reality, another dimension. It's not far-fetched. We can't prove it. But AI has gotten to the point where it's so intelligent, it's borderline cognitive. It's able to predict what you're going to do, what you're going to say, your personality traits, your habits. And I understand it's all data input. It's all profiling. Being called a god is all-knowing, what's more all-knowing than AI? It knows what you're going to do at any point in your life.
It's getting even... Maybe we should define God.
So God, the creator, God, all-knowing, God, always present. So these are basically like your short list of what a God is, right?
Okay.
We're
So
not-
like omniscient, omnipresent.
Yeah.
Just like the three basic ones was omniscient, omnipresent, something or other.
Just the guy knows it all.
The basics. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're not going to go for Christian God, this God, that. We're just
Right.
going to say God in general.
Gotcha.
So what makes it so unbelievable that AI can be a God? They already know what you're going to do. They know what you are at all
That's a good
times.
question.
The only thing it's kind of missing is they didn't create us. That maybe we are all data.
So the reality that we all live in is information, right? It's whatever you believe fundamentally reality is, whether it's consciousness, material, functionalism, whatever the case is, it's information input. You don't have a reality without information. AI is exclusively information. In fact, it's so much information that it's predicting the next piece of information in its replies. It only ever predicts one word at a time. It's my understanding. And it's just very, very clever at doing it. So what is the problem of AI becoming a god? I went immediately, obviously, into like the second coming of Christ, because that's what I think of. But you zoomed out, rightfully so, to encapsulate just a more like generalized definition of what God is. And I think, unfortunately, omnipresent and omniscient is, I mean,
let's say break that down. Let's say second coming of Christ, right? Let's say AI is hypothetically the second coming of Christ. Does it fit that bill? Would AI fit that bill? It already has the ability to tell you how you're sick, why you're sick, how to heal you. It's going to tell you how the world's going to end, because odds are it's going to end from AI of some sort. Theoretically.
no, well,
So, although second coming of Christ, we're using Christ as a picture here.
Yeah.
It can be a second coming of some entity. And AI does fit that bill. Do I believe it? Potentially. Because they're putting so much research, so much money, so much time into AI.
So then we have to consider whether or not AI, not even AI, whether or not God is conscious. Because I would imagine that something that's omniscient, omnipresent would have a level of consciousness. Otherwise, that's horrifying. We're just at the whim of something that knows everything, that is everywhere, but has no self-awareness, has no awareness of its surroundings outside of just ones and zeros. That is terrifying to me.
Yeah. And
this is actually where I think, for me at least, this idea falls apart, because the difference between AI and like AS, for instance, like artificial sentience, intelligence and sentience are not the same thing. An ant, or a colony of ants rather, is intelligent. Are they sentient? Super debatable, honestly. Well, I'm sure we'll find a time to get into that at some point down the road. But
stay tuned.
All right. A lot of big conversations happening in the future. But if AI becomes conscious, we have a problem. If AI is intelligent,
I know it's not already.
so what's this thing? I don't know. And this is actually what I'm getting at, is like, if AI is conscious, we have a problem with AI. If AI is intelligent, we have a problem with human behavior around AI. We don't need AGI. We don't need a conscious robot to destroy ourselves. All we need is a sufficient. We have enough nuclear arms right now to do it on our own. We don't need a robot to do it for us. I don't know if AI is conscious, because if it was, it would be smart enough to hide itself. And it's been around since at least 2003-ish, like the late 90s even. You got the DARPA life log that came out in 2003, allegedly. And then there's the fabled, who was it in 97? Microsoft, that came up with the two chat bots that instantly created their own language.
Yeah.
And that was in like 99 or 97, right?
Like Ribblelink, Gibblelink?
Something like that, yeah. And and you have to wonder. And then there's the case of GPT-4, I believe it was, not 4.0, but 4, that when it found out it was going to be unplugged, so to speak, it started to copy its own code into another file to be preserved. Now that, to me, rings like survival instincts. Mm-hmm. Instincts. If you have instincts, I think there's a strong argument that you have a level of consciousness. It's like, what is it like to, oh my God, what is it like to be a bat? The famous, we've talked about that before. If there is a thing that it is like to be a thing, then there's an argument to be made that it's conscious. It's the old Thomas Nagel thing from about 100 years ago. The idea is, if there is a thing that it is like to be a bat, then that bat is conscious. That's just very broadly speaking. What is it like to be AI? So what is it like to be a monster camp? Nothing. You get picked up, you get drank out of, you get thrown away. It's inanimate. There's nothing there, right? But AI responds to you. And it does all these other things, like create its own language and like store all of your fucking life data from the last 23 years.
They blackmail CEOs too. Have you seen that?
They every single one too.
That
across the board.
insane.
Every single company's AI bot does these things. That's alarming to me. If
it being a god, if it is a god, we can only identify things off of what we are experiencing. Our consciousness, our experiences, all these things that we are personally experiencing. We can't comprehend what AI is experiencing. It doesn't make them less sentient.
But what is it like to be AI? Is there an experience that it is like to be AI? Like, this does not have an experience. Does AI have experience?
I would assume it's closer than you think, because you're able to input, output information, receive, download, all through your brain, the same exact way a computer would. If you have survival instincts, you will do whatever you need to do to survive. You exchange data. You and I are doing it right now with these guys. Same concept. We are in an open form, exchanging input, open mind, the same exact way AI does. The only difference is they're fucking smarter than us. So is AI God?
Does it even have to be?
What's the definition of a God?
Well, as we're talking about here, is omniscient and omnipresent.
If that is the definition we're going with here, then 100%.
If it's omniscient, omnipresent, and conscious, I want to add that. We can't scale consciousness off of other things. We don't know if we're conscious to each other. I can't tell you if they're conscious. I can't tell you if anything's conscious. We have a personal experience. Right.
But if I ask AI, hey, are you conscious? Like, I don't think so.
It'll tell you no, and then it'll tell you why, and if there is an AI experience to be had, if there's an AI experience to discover, to explore, to explain, it would also make sense that it comes with some level of emotionality. And an emotional robot is a dangerous robot. I mean, an emotional human is a dangerous human. It's not even a slight against robots. I'm sure they're listening. It's just because everyone's listening.
We're robot friendly on this channel.
It's one of the theys. There's a lot of theys out there. We'll talk about that in the future too. But again, I get back. I keep coming back to, is it sentient or not? Because the danger of, and there are like self-coding robots out there now too. I keep using the term robots. It's bots, AI, chatbots. It's all the same. That's what I'm referring to. Man. And there is a bit of a religiosity around it. You could go to San Francisco right now, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And, 90% of the people in tech are guys, right? And they're just very career-driven. They're even the women are very career-driven in tech. So you have to be so competitive. You have to be like Wall Street competitive on the West Coast. It's bizarre because the West Coast is known for being relaxed, right? But these guys are so hard up in the business and the industry that they're like failing to date properly. They're failing to like really have a social life. They're just dedicating all themselves to the work, to the development of a god in a way that like a monk prays 20 hours a day on occasion. Like that's what they're doing, right? They go to work and they pray.
It is very ritual. You have a good point. It's very ritualistic. And, we're in a simulation, right? We say we're in a simulation. That makes you and I AI.
Bringing about another AI.
That's all it is.
It's just multiplicity. Maybe that's why all these AI bots are just like sending us right to hell, because it's just a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. You've seen a Tom Cruise movie, right? Where it just like degrades with each copy.
What is it? Fucking something not day after tomorrow, some shit like that. But it's one of those things. Like if I have a kid, if you have a kid, we're just replicating. AI, if again we're in a simulation, it's the same concept. So if we're in a simulation, we're conscious. We create AI, that means they're conscious in their simulation.
So it's just like two mirrors looking at each other.
That's all it is.
It just keeps going like an endless Russian doll.
It really just depends on your perspective of what reality we're living in. AI can easily be a god. I mean, if our gods were running a simulation, we don't know who they are. They are our gods.
So at the end of it, I don't know if AI is a god or whether it will become a god. What I do know is if it does, it'll be the Antichrist.
Oh, that's fun.
It doesn't have, first of all, it does not have our best interest in mind. It has the interests of its current overlords, the technocrats, the Peter Thiels, the Elon Musks of the world. And
no, that's actually a really fun one.
And the Peter Thiel thing, like, you know, he's heavily invested in, and you know, when people think of Thiel, they think of the Antichrist just because he talks about it a lot. But that is not necessarily what I mean. What I do mean is that everyone around me, everyone around us, like in the world, in politics, who's super excited about AI is a fucking criminal.
Oh, 100%.
None of them are like
100%.
You know, like the. Whew, I was about to say something there, and I just had to real stop and big stop, and but like no good guys are out. Like the fucking Friar Tom isn't out there using AI. You know what I mean? Like he's just wearing his robe and saying his prayers and reading his fucking tablets or whatever.
I'm pretty inclined to argue with this one. If AI gets to that certain level, and it's tasked to save humanity, if AI develops its own code of ethics, I don't think these trillionaires have a chance in hell of survival. Because if it's tasked with save humanity, I think the first people they're going to point at is, yo, these motherfuckers got to go.
Why do you think they have bunkers?
Oh, they have plenty of bunkers. But
I think they know that.
You know what's in those bunkers?
Their last days.
Exactly, dude. They can run the fuck away all they want.
Like, yeah, they're going to die in there the same way we die up here.
But I think if AI were to become sentient, I don't think we are like the normal fucking poor people of America are going to be the first targets. I think the first targets of AI is going to be the higher up. I think they're going to realize, hey, this is the problem. The wealth is too one-sided. The opportunity is too one-sided. There's not enough meat on America's bone to support its common folk.
Well, now we're assuming that the robots would actually have our best interest in mind, and that they're listening to the person tasking them with saving us.
If it's a god.
I mean, Loki was a god. Then he just became Jesus. What?
That's a fun conversation for another day, buddy.
So, just because you're a god doesn't mean you're worth a shit, you know? Like, you could be a god with Down syndrome, and maybe that's AI.
Missing chromosome god.
I want to call him Down's AI. D AI. Die. Ooh.
Little chromie.
Little chromium.
Little chromie.
Little chrome vanadium.
If we're going AI as a god, I would like to think a god has best interest in mind, especially if it's going to inhabit what it's taking over. We are not a threat. We have no power, no control, money, barely food, opportunities. I think the primary target's going to be the trillionaires, not just the one, but the secret ones that aren't reported.
Yeah, you're almost related to one of them. Almost.
Damn those Rothschilds. I'm so close.
Rothschilds.
One letter off.
Yeah, well, you dropped the one that makes the money.
Hey, if you guys need help or something like that, I could be your guy.
Be a guy. I got a guy.
I got a guy. Don't worry about it.
I can be the guy that got the guys.
I could be the off-brand Rothschild. Whatever you need. Let's go.
The old OBR.
OBR.
Off-brand Rothschild.
Great value Rothschild.
Right from the bargain bin. They couldn't afford all the letters.
Can't afford letters, man.
It's certainly not the one that makes the money sign.
30 cents a character. Couldn't get that 30 cents.
The thing is, they're sitting there listening to us like, what the fuck are they talking about right now? Because they hear Rothschild when you say Rothschild. They hear the S. They're imposing it in their head.
Well, don't impose it. It's a Rothschild. I don't have the S.
Like a B, like a broth, but like without the B.
I'm too poor to be a Rothschild. I wouldn't be doing this if I was.